Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of 40 and Beyond. I am Delora Gooden and thanks for coming back. So, as my title suggests, I'll be speaking about must know tips, financial tips, right? Now, it's just about 4 tips that I came up with that I sat and I was saying to myself, Delora, what would you have wanted to know as yourself in 20 years ago that you didn't know? Knowing now at 40, what would you tell your 20-year-old self? And I came up with these. So just as a background also about my life. So I had my first child at 20, second at 21. Bought my first house, or if you want to say took out a mortgage at 25, right? Reason I did that was I just needed to have four walls to put my children in, right? I needed to ensure that I was able to provide some stability for them. But I really had no financial guidance. There was nobody to guide me, no one to hold my hand. So these are just things that I wish I would have known when I was 20. And I hope that this will be able to help some of you younger folks, or even if you're older, because the truth is a lot of us at age 40, 50, 60 don't have any financial guidance. So the first thing I would love to tell you is don't save your money in the bank. Banks don't give there's no interest, any beneficial interest that you're going to be getting from the bank. Let me just point out first. If you see me looking down, I have a little book that I wrote my notes in, right? So I may look down occasionally. Don't save your money in the bank. Find some investment to put your monies in. Calculate how, if it's a long-term, short-term plan you have, and get some information as to what type of investment you can put your money in, what is happening in the market, and put your money there based on the time frame that you would need your money to use. But putting it in the bank is like putting it on a mattress, because you're getting back no returns for it, right? Furthermore, not even the banks invest in the banks, right? They don't invest in themselves. So find something else or somewhere else to put your money until you're ready for whatever long-term or short-term goal you have. Now, there's this rule called the 72 rule, right? This is where you divide it, put 72 divided into the rate of return. And that will tell you how long it will take to double your money. So that's another thing you can use when you're deciding to on an investment. So you take 72 and divide it into the rate of return, and it will tell you how long it will take you to be able to double your money, right? All right. Tip number 3 is the 10-20 rule. Now, you're supposed to ensure you have 10 times your monthly expenses for emergency. So if your monthly expenses $10,000, ensure you will have 10 times 10,000, which is 100,000, just in case of emergencies. You see, the pandemic came about and a lot of persons were displaced. A lot of persons didn't have anything to draw back on. And say, I know what you're saying. You're saying, but hey, Delora, seriously, I'm living paycheck to paycheck. Sometimes the paycheck finish before the end of the month, and I do understand. But I'm just telling the rule that will help you in the long run, right? So by whatever, we have to figure out a way to save or to put down something. Now for the younger folks, who are just young people who are just now going in the working world, who are possibly living with mommy and daddy, possibly have no children. Your only expense is really yourself and buying you little toiletries and stuff like that and going out and stuff like that. Please, it is so important to save. Trust me, it won't always be like this. Life gets harder. Trust me, right? No, I'm not saying that you don't gonna have a good job and you won't maintain a good job and be able to live a lavish lifestyle, but you still have to save. Even the richest of rich, put aside something, invest something. So 10 times your monthly expenses for emergencies. All right. And now in terms of the 20, so it's, remember, it's a 10-20 rule. 20, it is 20 times your annual income for retirement. Now, just think about it. And even for the persons, possibly like myself, you know, who, boy, you get your paycheck and look, you're not even seeing the end of the month, right? Okay, fine. Imagine when you get to retirement. So you're now able to earn, right? And you're crying, boy, money just not lasting. Imagine when you're at retirement, when you're not earning, you may be getting a pension, but your pension will be nothing close to your monthly income. So 20 times your annual salary, your income for the year for retirement, right? So if for the year you earn $1 million, you need 20 million. Because by the time you get to the age of retirement, you want to still be able to live a certain quality of life. You don't want to have to, and I'm not bashing anybody, please, let me just put that disclaimer out. You don't want to have to be going to the clinic, the public clinic, to pull your bottom. That is, if it is that you have any illnesses, you don't want to be pulling your bottom on a bench to go see any doctor, pulling your bottom on the bench to go get medication, right, from out of the public system, right? You want to be able to pay your light, pay your water, buy your groceries, still be able to live your life and not have to, you know, possibly hold out your hand to someone in hope of them giving you something so that you can live your life. You still want to feel independent. You still want to have your self-respect. So 20 times your annual income for retirement. And the earlier you start, the better it is. Get a pension plan. Get a pension plan. Okay. Now, the last one that I'm going to be speaking on is the 50-30-20 rule, right? Which is 50% of your monthly income that should cover you should be able to live within that. 50% of your income. Yes. I know you're going to say, Delora, that is crazy, right? But we want to get there, right? We don't want to, and also let me just, well, you know what, let me wait after. We don't want to be where we're spending all our income. 50% of it, we should be able to live within that, right? So of that 50%, 30% should be able to be used for your lifestyle and your enjoyment. So you're going to be paying your light, paying your water, paying your regular utilities and buying food and stuff like that. Your transportation to go back and forth to work. You know, all the expenses you have monthly. And 20% of that should go towards savings and investments. So 30% pay utilities, possibly your occasional going to your restaurant or going to a party or going out to drink with friends, because that is important. That is so important, right? And 20% for savings and investment. Would it be, as I say, research on the different types of investment and see what is best for you and the goals that you hope to obtain within whatever period of time, right? And the last thing I wanted to speak to you on is, if you're doing a 9-to-5, not bashing 9-to-5, but this pandemic should have shown a lot of us that one income is not sustainable. It don't make any sense. We need to be able to have a passive income, something else. We need to do something else to turn over money, right? We want to put effort into possibly things that it's not a lot of effort, but it will earn us money while we're sleeping. Investments do that for us, right? This YouTube thing that I'm doing, that a lot of persons are doing, once you get to the monetization stage, right, you'll be lying in your bed and somebody will be watching your video and you'll be earning. So we want to do things that we don't want to have one stream of income. We don't want it. So that's where I am. This point is to bring out the 50%. So yes, I know some of us are earning one income right now, but we want to get to the stage where we're earning more than one income. Hence, we'll be able to put aside 50% for to live within, and another 50% where the other 50% we are able to do, you know, our savings or enjoyment of our lifestyle. So we're able to live within 50% of our income and be able to, you know, do our little investment and stuff with our other percentage of our income. So yeah, we don't want to be spending off everything on just whatever our regular monthly expenses, right? And remember, we need to put aside for emergency. We need to start planning for retirement. So guys, these are just the little tips that I wish I knew when I was younger. Mark you, I had children early, so it possibly would have been a little bit harder. But what especially resonates with me is the passive income, getting another stream of income and not being comfortable. No matter how much money you're earning from your one job, right? You still want to do something else, find another stream of income, right? So guys, this is just my little talk with you, my opinion, what I think about being able to be financially free, things that I wish I knew when I was younger, and things that I'm now trying to apply to my life. So guys, this was another episode of 40 and Beyond. I hope it was informative. Drop your comments below, like, share, subscribe, right? And tell a friend to tell a family member or another friend or somebody they may just have a conversation with on the road to jump on and watch my videos. So guys, bye and thanks again for joining.